Hi, I'm Miriam, a single mom, full-time RVer, and longtime homeschool teacher. After more than 2 decades homeschooling my kids, I finally decided to take our classroom on the road. Now, my teenage boys and I travel the country in this 33-foot motorhome, learning as we go, exploring new places and making lots of friends, and figuring out RV life 1 mile at a time. If you enjoy family travel, road schooling, and real honest RV adventures, you're in the right place. When we bought this motorhome, we had no idea what kind of adventure we were signing up for. Our shakedown trip turned into the beginning of an entirely new chapter for me and my boys. From figuring out the controls to learning how to pack, drive in traffic and construction, settling in, this first journey was where everything started. So come along as we take our very first trip in our new to us RV, mistakes, memories, and all. This is where our road schooling story really begins. Come on. Hi, friend. I was just thinking about our very first trip in our motorhome. I had just purchased the 33-foot Class A, and we had already sold everything that we had or gave away what we couldn't sell, and we moved into the RV, and we were getting ready for our first trip. So we went, got some gas, filled it up with gas. Wow, was that a surprise? A surprise at the gas pump. Filled it up with gas, and I went inside the gas station and I saw these vanity license plates, the kind you can get with like funny names or whatever. And so that got me to thinking, I really need to come up with a name for our RV. A lot of people name their vehicles, right? So I thought, let's name ours. I still haven't come up with one, so maybe you can give me your ideas down in the comments. But these vanity plates, they were kind of funny. We should come up with something, right? We hooked up a tow dolly to the back of the RV and loaded up my car onto the tow dolly. And we got on the road. Well, that tow dolly, despite what people told me, oh yeah, you can do it, it's safe, it's whatever, it damaged my car. It messed it up. And I was so upset, so frustrated, because I didn't have time to deal with this. We had reservations. We had to get on the road. Like, we were on a timetable. So I had no choice but to leave the car behind. So our first year on the road was without a tow vehicle, which worked out pretty good for us. But at the time, I was so frustrated. But we had to get back on the road. We had to get on the road. So I left my car behind, got rid of the tow dolly, and finally we were able to get on the road. I was nervous. I was excited. I was looking forward to all of the great adventures that we were about to embark on. And on the way, it was so funny because the first week of driving in this RV, we ran into heavy traffic, strong, terrible thunderstorms. We ended up getting delayed, and so in order to get where we needed to on time, we had to keep driving in the dark, in the rain, in the traffic, and then there was construction. And my son said to me, Mom, if there was an RV training course, like, we just went through it. And it was funny. It was nerve-wracking, but it was funny. So we get to our first destination in Galveston. So we drove, I think it was a total of maybe 6 or 8 hours. We broke it up over 2 or 3 days. But we got to Galveston, the Galveston Marina and RV Park. It was so pretty, so cute. I really liked it. That was our first real place to stay in our RV. So we get there, we're setting up, we've got to hook up the electric and the water. And it was funny because I didn't even know where everything was in the RV. Opening up the wrong compartments. Finally, we got the electric. We found it, took it out, hooked it up. Of course, I knew that we needed first a a watchdog, the big surge protector type thing for your RV. Or at least that's where I found out about it. Because before this trip, I really didn't know. But someone told me, they said, hey, you really need this. And so since then, I got one. But anyway, hooked up the electric and hooked up the water, make sure that was working and everything. And we spent the first real week in our RV, figuring out where everything was and making the meals and getting comfortable with our space. That was a lot of fun. It was interesting. It was exciting because, the newness of everything, but also a little frustrating just because, you're used to a house. You have so much space and you know where everything is. And then we're in this smaller space, but somehow it still felt freeing. And I just, that first week, I really fell in love with the whole idea of this lifestyle. And we had arrived at this RV park and marina, and we were making friends with other RVers that were there. My boys went fishing. There was a floating pier. that was a lot of fun. They saw crabs, and we were really experiencing the joy of being out there. And we had a great time getting used to RV, getting ready for our next big adventure, which was our cruise. So wonderful memories to look back on. And I would love to hear, what was your first trip, or if you haven't gotten on the road yet, what is your first trip plan? Like, where are you going? What are you going to do? What are you expecting? Because our first week was a mix of excitement and joy and fun and frustration and tears and being nervous, but looking forward to all the good and all the fun and all the friends we would make on the road. So I'd love to hear from you. Tell me about your first trip, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.